I've been using the Luna Ultra for 30 days and I want to be specific and give you 9 things that make this camera worth buying. And even though Insta360 have sponsored this video, I also want to give you 3 reasons why this camera may not be the one for you. Most action cameras are super wide, every shot is wide and everything tends to look very samey. The Luna Ultra gives you up to 6 times lossless zoom shooting in 8K, thanks to the Leica dual lens system. And in 4K you can push that to 12 times with a digital zoom. This has several benefits, the obvious one being that you get closer to the subject when you're too far away to film. And this is great for me when I'm filming in the forest because I can get closer to the wildlife without scaring it away. But there are also some creative advantages as well that make your videos and photos just look nicer. When you zoom in, you create subject separation, and this gives you that nice soft background. And you can also use the 6 times zoom at a close range to get macro style shots. The minimum focus distance with the Luna Ultra is 15 centimeters, so you can position the camera close and then select 6 times zoom. You get macro close-ups with lovely blurred background. And this is not something you can do with an ordinary action camera without adding filters. And even then it would still look really wide. And you can also apply all of this creativity with the zoom to photos as well. So the zoom on the Ultra gives you shots that look like they came from a much more expensive camera. The screen interface, along with the various buttons and the joystick, detach from the camera. And this is such a useful and excellent feature. It detaches in seconds, and when it does, you now have remote monitoring and full camera control. Insta360 claim a 20-meter range, but I tested it at 40 meters and there was no breakup, and I had full control and full live view of what I was recording. Of course, at this distance, this was just a test, and a more realistic scenario is when I had the camera on an extended selfie stick, and then I had the LCD screen in my hand monitoring the shot. You could also have the camera mounted securely on the front of your car, and then you monitor the shot and start recording from inside the car. And you can also use the camera underslung, so upside down, and then you can just monitor the shot in your hand. It doesn't stop there though, because this screen also has a built-in mic. And I know what you're thinking, the sound will suck. And I thought the same, but the results really did surprise me. So the sound that you can hear now is all coming from the microphone that's integrated into the top of the control panel and the OLED screen. This detachable frame isn't a gimmick. It allows you to know when you're recording. It allows you to still have eyes on your frame and take control of your image. You can adjust it and still have good audio if you want to. For solo creators in particular, this changes how you mount it because you're not just stuck with this in your hand. We hear stabilisation mentioned a lot with new cameras, and we've come to expect stable shots. However, just because we have stabilisation, it doesn't mean that our shots will be smooth. And this is where a gimbal style camera like this is different. The camera head on the Luna Ultra is mechanically stabilised, and it counteracts all of your movements in order to keep the footage smooth, stable and level. So this means for simple shots, it's something you don't have to think or worry about. And for more creative shots, even if you're a beginner, you can start experimenting knowing that this tech will actually help you rather than hinder you. There is a joystick to help you frame your shot and move the camera head, but this is just the starting point. And once you've framed up, you can select how you want the gimbal to behave and react with the different gimbal modes here. You can then steer the camera with the handle, so if you're following someone or you're moving around an object, you point the handle and the camera head will follow smoothly. For creators just starting out, this removes one of the most frustrating things about filming, and it just opens up more ways to get the shot you want. Pure video mode is a feature that we've come to expect now with Insta360's new cameras. It's a low light video recording mode that allows you to capture footage in situations where other cameras would really struggle. I captured this footage after sunset during blue hour and beyond, so the only light here is from the festoon lights on the fence. What makes this even better is that you can record in slow motion in this mode as well. So you can record at 60 frames per second, which is half normal speed. So it's not super slow, but it does add that little extra to your shots. If you want to take more control over your images or give your videos a certain look, or just be able to have maximum flexibility when it comes to exposure, contrast and color, then the Luna Ultra offers a lot of options to beginners and more experienced users. In Pro mode, this is the first gimbal camera to have 8K Dolby Vision, which is like an advanced HDR mode. This is an advanced image feature which preserves complete light data. and this means you can get the best contrast, color, and exposure from each shot. To access the full dynamic range with this camera without having to use Pro Edit software, you can use iLog. This gives you a flat image so you're capturing maximum dynamic range, and then in the studio software you can apply a LUT to bring the contrast and the color back to life. And if you want a simpler way to adjust your video images, you can choose from one of 6 color profiles built into the camera, as well as 3 Leica color profiles. And these are burnt directly into the video, so there's no editing needed afterwards. Usually, when you buy a new camera, you're thinking straight away of what accessories you need to buy in order to really properly use the camera. And the Luna is unique here as well. First off, you don't even have to buy a memory card to get started, as there's 47GB of internal memory. There's also a mini built-in tripod on the handle extension base. And of course, this isn't a substantial tripod, but it's good enough to set your camera down on a smooth tabletop. The camera itself is a grip, so you don't need a separate selfie stick, no cage and no accessory handle. And these simple points for beginners do genuinely matter, because usually you buy a new camera and then you go down an accessory rabbit hole and suddenly you're spending a ton of money on accessories before you've even shot anything. And of course there are accessories that you can buy later when you're ready. If you've ever held a 360 camera or an action camera on a selfie stick in a public space, then you'll know that you do feel a bit self-conscious. The Luna is a completely different shooting experience. It doesn't look like you're waving a selfie stick around, and it has comparable quality to a mirrorless camera, but it's much more compact in your hand. So it's not advertising content creator to everyone around you. And the zoom allows you to shoot more discreetly from a distance without drawing too much attention. Tracking with this camera is more useful than you think, and more importantly, it's really easy to activate. Press the joystick button once and the Luna locks onto your subject and follows them. And that subject could be you doing a vlog, and you just want to keep changing the camera position and make sure you stay in frame. It could also be another person, an animal, or object, it doesn't matter. And combine the detachable screen that we talked about earlier with the tracking, and you can now set the camera up, walk away, and track yourself from a distance. You can also tap and drag a box directly on the screen around whatever you want to track. So these are 2 different ways to do the same thing, so it just depends what suits your shooting style. And for family shoots or events, you can activate multi-person tracking mode by pressing and holding the joystick button. So this then makes sure that the whole group stays in frame. And there's also smart framing mode, which takes the framing a step further. You set where in the frame you want your subject, and then the camera holds them in that position. Dead center framing can look a bit samey, so if you start using the rule of thirds and use this feature, it looks more like you know what you're doing. And you can also combine features, so you can combine the zoom feature with the tracking feature, and if you only use it at times 6 and the subject isn't racing around like crazy, this can be really useful. And if your subject disappears out of frame, the Luna keeps searching for it. And the moment the subject comes back, then it picks them up again. For solo creators, where sometimes you're the camera operator and the subject all at the same time, this is a really useful feature. Tracking on its own is impressive, but the real magic here, in my opinion, is when you stop using all of these features separately. And this is exactly what Reason 9 is about. This is where the Luna's real potential reveals itself, and why I've included this as a reason by itself. You have stabilisation that holds at 6x zoom, a detached screen that allows you to keep your eyes on the frame when the camera is somewhere you can't be, macro capability combined with natural background blur and smooth motion, low light slow motion with background blur. All of these things you just can't get on a standard action camera. Add in the camera's ability to capture audio with 2 mics at the same time via Bluetooth, and this means that you can do an interview with really clear audio. I know that the lack of live streaming on some previous cameras has made it a deal breaker for some of you watching. So I have to tell you that this camera doesn't currently support live streaming. Insta360 have said that they are working on it, but it's not there yet. The Luna Ultra rewards you with great images if you use it properly. The tracking, the zoom, the various scene modes, you have to actively work this camera to get the most out of it. If you want to point this camera, press record and walk away, or you just want to hold it out in front of you lazily with zero thought, then this is not the camera for you. In some ways, the learning curve with this camera is steeper than with a 360 camera, because at least with a 360 camera, you just fix it in post. With the Luna, you have to make decisions in real time. And making those decisions is a positive feature for some people, but for others, it will be a barrier. So just be honest about what sort of person you are and how you like to shoot. If you want to push the image quality of this camera to the max and make the most of Dolby Vision, for example, then you need to be comfortable working outside of the Insta360 app and outside of Insta360 Studio. And you have to use something like DaVinci Resolve or Premiere Pro. And this can make the editing process much more time consuming and less plug and play. If your preferred editing workflow is on the app, then some of the Luna's best promoted image features will just be left unused. The Luna Ultra is a camera that's built for engaged creators. It's for those that are willing to learn it and spend that extra time shooting. It's not perfect, the zoom control is a bit fiddly, the Dolby Vision workflow just needs time for technology to catch up, and this certainly isn't a camera that you can just hold out and hope for the best. But after 30 days of real-world use, this has earned a permanent place in my kit bag, and I will be using it for B-roll and behind-the-scenes shooting for both my YouTube channels. I've left a link to the Luna Ultra in the description below. If you've got any questions, then drop them in the comments. And for more tips on the Luna Ultra, you want to watch this video next, and I'll see you over there.